I remember one of the old pastor. He was almost crying, saying, I wish I could see the Bible in Kinyamulenge before I die. 38 years ago is when I started discussing this with other people. But it was not easy to tell people that we need a Bible in Kinyamulenge because they thought they understood the Kinyarwanda. 1999, I had a neighbor, a Rwandese neighbor. She used one word, umurava. That word umurava, we both have in Kinyamulenge, Kinyarwanda, and Kirundi the same word. But to my surprise, that's the day I understood it was the opposite meaning. Umurava in Kinyarwanda means the courage, someone who works hard, someone really who can be praised. And it is used almost more than 8 times in the Bible. It talks about God who is courageous, who is faithful. So, but in Kinyamulenge is completely opposite. Is laziness, careless. Oh no. Which means we have been preaching the opposite of what the Bible says. Now, at that time, my concern was really high. So then I said, we should now work towards to have a Bible. In 2004, Philemon came to Nairobi.
I remember when we started, I'm the one who checked 5 books. I found that Matthew itself has 120 words which Banyamulenge don't know. You will preach the wrong message.
When he sent those words to me, oh my goodness, I almost went crazy. It is not only words, even this how the sentences are structured, it could completely give different meanings.
I took time to read those words. I found that it's real. I said, even though I'm pastor, I apologize to do that wrong, to preach those wrong message to our community.
There was a war in Congo, so everything was destroyed, houses, our properties.
To be honest, we don't really know exactly why they hate us. Just because we belong to the Tutsi ethnic groups.
That's why and how we are here in America.
It only took the hands of God to see that we can come to this level today.
I've seen the hand of Jesus over this project from the very beginning. This will be our first project in the U.S. among refugees as an organization. And Jesus brought all those pieces together beautifully in ways that were really powerful to witness. We had 2 men move to Louisville, Tito and Philemon, who moved on faith. Really before we had funding for the project, they sold their homes out of state and moved their families to Louisville knowing that Christ would bring this together.
I remember my son had full scholarship and we decided to cut off scholarship. I spent 8 months working in the basement of Victor's house, 8 months without any payment. We need to have this book.
This project has kind of been an amazing work of God from the start. For my family, it was a real gift from God. You know, in 2019, we finally realized that we couldn't live in Africa anymore. My 3rd-born son has got a severe nut allergy, and living in the remote place that we were in Tanzania, we were hours away from a hospital, so we decided to come home. But it was heartbreaking for us because, you know, that was our ministry and that was our lives. And in fact, I thought that I was gonna, you know, grow old there, that was gonna be our whole career. And then when we were coming home, I thought, well, what was all that preparation even for? And I felt a lot of despair at that time. But God was gracious to us and decided to put us in this place with this other project that they specifically needed a Swahili-speaking Bantu specialist translator living in the Midwest. And we had just landed in Illinois, where my wife's family is from. And it was obviously a work of God that brought this project at the exact time that we were just coming home to be a part of it.
Every word you translate, you have to make sure. Our English was not good. If we don't understand his English, he switched to Swahili. That's how we worked. we are proud of the team.
This is the book. This is our first book in Kinyamulenge. We are so proud to have it today. After 38 years, 38 years, trying, struggling, trying to work hard to see this happen. I'm sorry, it is so emotional for me to say. We have the book of Luke in our hands, that we can read the Bible in our own language. Nawe uzosobanukirwe ko ibyo wigishijwe ari ukuri. Wonderful. This is good. yeah. This is really good. Can I give a hug, please? This is, yes. Who can come and hug?